Okay, so at first glance, this is just another website, right? A pretty standard digital business card for a local drain cleaning service. But this website, for a company in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, tells a story that goes so far beyond just clogged pipes. Let's dive in and break this thing down.
What can a plumber's website really teach us about a town? You'd probably think not much, but this particular site is an absolute rabbit hole of local history, civic pride, and some just bizarrely specific facts. It's a journey that starts with something super mundane and ends up somewhere truly unexpected.
All right, so let's start where pretty much every customer would. You've got a problem. Water is backing up, it's not going where it's supposed to. You grab your phone, you search for help, and you land right here. The site immediately taps into that universal, deeply frustrating moment that we've all been through. And right away, the website gets down to business. It lists out the exact problems that are probably plaguing your house. Kitchen sink backups, bathroom clogs, those nasty tree roots getting into the sewer line. It's practical, it's direct, and it's exactly what you'd expect to see. So far, everything is totally normal. Okay, next up, the site has to convince you that they're the ones who can solve your problem. And how do they do that? Well, they show you their tools and use a little bit of technical jargon to let you know they're experts. So let's decode some of their language. First on the list is power rotting, and the site does a really great job of explaining what this actually means. See, it's not just some simple drain snake. They describe it as a powerful, flexible cable that's designed to just obliterate whatever's causing your blockage. The language here sounds serious and, more importantly, effective. Then they totally level up with hydrojetting. Now, this isn't just about clearing a path. This is about pressure washing the inside of your pipes. The website is making it crystal clear that they can remove years of scale and grease. They're basically hitting the reset button on your plumbing. And this is where they show off their modern high-tech approach. They're not just guessing what the problem is. No, they're sending a tiny little camera on an expedition down into your drain lines to find the exact cause. It feels surgical, it feels professional, and honestly, it builds a massive amount of trust. So, you're probably convinced by now. These guys are pros, they have the right tools. But just as you're looking for the phone number, the website takes a sudden, hard left turn. This is the moment a simple service site becomes, well, it becomes something like a local history museum. All of a sudden, we're getting this incredibly detailed timeline of Hoffman Estates. I mean, from its origins as a place called Wildcat Grove to when the founding Hoffman family showed up, all the way to the building of the now arena. You really have to stop and ask yourself, why is my plumber telling me all of this? And the details get even more specific. The website tells you the exact population of the village, down to the last person counted in the 2020 census. That's a level of detail that feels both, deeply invested, but also completely bizarre for a drain cleaning business. And then there's this little declaration of civic pride. The website is basically tying the town's identity, and by extension, its own identity, to these huge corporate players. It's their way of saying, hey, we serve an important place, you know? And then you find this. Just buried in the text is the absolutely incredible fact that Hoffman Estates is the temporary storage site for President Obama's papers and artifacts. Seriously, we've gone from clogged toilets to presidential history in just a few scrolls. It is a stunning, stunning piece of trivia. And the surprises just keep coming. The website also includes this really somber but historically significant public health detail. It's another layer of the town's story, a moment of huge national importance that happened right there. The question just keeps getting bigger. Why is all of this on a plumber's website? So, how in the world does this all circle back to getting your business? I mean, after taking you on this wild tour of local history, the website still has to convert you from an entertained visitor into an actual paying customer. So how does it bridge that massive gap? Well, it does it by building even more trust. After proving how much it knows about the local area, it offers you free, practical advice. These are simple tips that any homeowner can use. The site is signaling that it's not just there for emergencies, it's there to be a genuinely helpful neighbor. And then we get to the final step, the call to action. After establishing expertise, surprising you with history, and giving you helpful tips, it presents this really clear, comprehensive form. It's a very structured way to turn all that goodwill they've built up into a concrete service request. And just for fun, the website even has its own tiny little poll. But the best part, the most interesting part, is the sample size, a grand total of 3 responses. It's this small, almost charmingly transparent peek at how a hyperlocal business like this is figuring out where its customers come from. So, what are we supposed to make of all this? We've got a website that is one part service menu, one part local encyclopedia. It's actually suggesting a much bigger idea about what a local business can be in our digital world.
And this captures the whole story perfectly. The check marks, that's what you expect to see. The question marks, well, that's what makes this website so fascinating. It's in that gap between expectation and reality that you find this genuine, if maybe a little quirky, sense of community. And that really is the ultimate takeaway here. This isn't just about clever marketing or SEO. A website like this becomes a kind of digital Main Street, a place where the actual story of a town is being told, right alongside a list of services. It's a reflection of local identity, and it proves this business isn't just working in Hoffman Estates, it's part of Hoffman Estates.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. In an age where so much of our local life has moved online, these little digital spaces are telling some pretty unexpected stories. So the next time you need a plumber, or an electrician, or anyone really, take a closer look. What story is their website telling?